Hello and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. Hello to those watching live on Twitch. And if you're watching us on YouTube, be sure to join us live every Thursday at 5 p.m. EST for the live show. So today we are playing Once Upon a Time, which is our D&D5E viewer game. So before we begin, let's go around the cast and the crew, figure out who we are and who we're playing today. So let's start with our guest this week. We have Origami Shuriken.
Hi, my name is Alyssa. I'm a little under the weather this week, so I decided to lean into that, and I will be playing Mo, the Goblin Bard.
Nice. And next up we have Giant Stump.
Hi, I'm Will. I will be playing Sigurd Seacrust, a crusty dwarven sailor. That's right. I said it correctly.
Nope. Heard that. Okay. And we have our regular cast and crew. First, so we have NPC Bree.
Hey, it's Bree. So excited to be back. Malene was gone. She was in remedial classes at the academy trying to learn how to read our favorite tiefling warlock. I think she got the word the, like in that SpongeBob episode, and that's all she's got, but she's there. She can read the word the. So we're excited to see where that education takes her.
It's a step on the ladder, you know? It's a step in the right direction. And next up we have Madam Gandalf.
Hello, it's good to be back playing D&D. I've been having a weird week where I haven't been able to have any of my D&D fixes, so this is the fix that I need right now, and I'm sure everybody here, because we all play D&D, we know that fix where you're like, ooh, feeling angsty, you're getting the shivers because you haven't gotten your roleplay in this week. So yeah, I'm really glad to be back playing Sooty, the little adorable halfling druid who just likes to make things go bloom. And I'm excited to bring back her weird antics into this fantasy police officer world. Yes.
And last but not least, we have Cleric of Cod.
Hello, Susie. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm looking forward to the abdominal workout for today. Last couple of episodes has been a real workout. Really enjoyed it. I am Cleric of Court. I am playing Due Diligence, the Warforged wizard with the magic wand and a disguise kit, and he is ready to go.
Oh no. As for me, I'm Susie, otherwise known as Susanna Grace, and I am your DM tonight. So, before we begin tonight's show, I'll remind you that we are sponsored by Fantasy Grounds, which is our virtual tabletop of choice. All of the roles you see tonight will be using Fantasy Grounds, which you can try for free. Yes, that's free at fantasygrounds.com. You can also get all of your miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk and get yourself a huge range of D&D, Warhammer, and 40k minis for 20% off. And this week, check out our sponsor, which is Tabletop Loot, who sell incredible dice. When we hit 20 retweets, we will give away a set of dice to you guys in chat. You can also support the show by retweeting this tweet here, which should pop up in chat just in a second. And finally, I'll remind you how you can sorry, my brain just stopped halfway through that sentence. I'll remind you how you can interact with today's game. You can donate to affect the game by giving players natural 1s, natural 20s, wild magic surges, and this month's special, the Table of Pets. And if there's a moment you love during the show, please clip it on Twitch. We'll be using these in highlight reels and sharing them on Twitter, and just having a general good laugh. So if there's a moment of high drama, of comedy, of something ridiculous, please do clip it because we love to see them. And I believe that's it for all our opening spiel. So, last week, in Once Upon a Time, the gang got a call to a field. As they arrived, they saw massacred sheep, huge divots gouged out of the earth, and they found a single body lying in the field. As they moved to investigate, one of the team had a large monster sneak up upon them, startling them somewhat. Once the startling happened, once there was a minor stabbing, I believe one of the police officers stabbed the body. It was revealed that this was actually a setup for an elaborate prank from a YouTube star, PTP, who, after being arrested and brought back to the TPD headquarters, claimed that it was just a prank, bro, and that it was a social experiment, and promised to absolutely destroy the TPD in a video. Yes, Kat?
Animal abuse.
Animal abuse. And PTP was true to his word. Not a week later, after his arrest and detainment at the TPD, he made a video slamming them for his mistreatment and for the police brutality he and his friends suffered at the hands of these very capable detectives. The chief was literally chewed out. No, not literally chewed out. Was chewed out by Chief Dragonov, who everybody knows to be an actual red dragon, as she basically said that if the detectives of the TPD ever embarrassed her in such a manner again, she would just set them all on fire and eat them. After sitting there feeling sorry for themselves for a little while, they got a series of calls coming in about a large, scary, huge wolf on the outskirts of town. It was being called in by PTP. Needless to say, initially the gang were a bit hesitant to take this call, believing it to be yet another hoax. However, they were ordered to go check it out, and they arrived on the scene as PTP was taking selfies with a huge monster, which then did proceed to grab him and eat him. His final words being, "It was just a prank, bro." A fight ensued in which an Australian detective got the crap kicked out of him and was used as a club to beat up a Aarakocran detective. However, the beast was slain and you all returned home. The land of Thailandia safe once again. This week, we open yet again in the stable, which is, as we all know, the name for the bullpen of the detective's office in the TPD. Due diligence city, Maylene's back. And you notice, however, that Finbar is still gone. But two other people are in his place today. A goblin and a dwarf.
Drew has his disguise kit out, and he's making himself up like Finbar again.
Mm-hmm.
He's still not sure about the video that okay. From last week, so he's being cautious. Yes.
Okay, so roll me that check. See how good that disguise is this time.
Okay. Let's. I don't actually have one for that, so we'll just do Dex check with proficiency.
Yep.
All right. Sorry, having one of those days this today.
That's all good. No worries.
That's a 21.
21. Damn. It's almost uncanny. It's like you've flayed Finbar's face and have put it on top of your metal capsule. It's that much of a good job.
I walk over to Malene and I just hold up my hand.
Malene's kind of sitting there and she's just quietly tapping the heeled shoes that she stole from she's just kind of tapping him around. She just says, "Finbar, well, hello." And she takes his hands and she's like, "They're a little cold. Are you sick?"
Yep. A little. Your paycheck. Remember?
Oh, hold on. And she like kind of like sifts and you see like in her like bag there's like ABC books and a bunch of other like thick board books, and she like peeks through and she goes, "Oh, there you go."
Thank you. And a little slot opens up and he deposits it. Close up.
A new trick, Finbar, always. I'm amazed by your intelligence and skill.
We have new rules too. New Finbar rules.
Okay. New Finbar rules. What are the new rules? I'm so excited to learn. I'm learning so much.
Well, I have to get the pamphlets first from Due Diligence.
Where is due diligence? I haven't.
I don't know. I'll have to go check his desk.
Okay.
It doesn't
That
matter.
sounds so good. How exciting. Oh, I'm so happy. I've missed you guys. And Melina's just
We haven't
beaming.
missed you.
She feels so smart. She's wearing fake glasses and everything. Oh, Finbar, you're so funny. And she adjusts her glasses with no lenses in them. She's just like,
She does that thing where she's like she's got to itch her eye and she just goes straight through the glasses. Okay, so Mo, Sigurd, what are you doing as you see this bizarre scene play out in front of you?
Well, I'm wondering where the guy who brought me in here and just kind of like left me by these desks went. And I was like looking around.
That would be Constable Bob. He doesn't
Constable
work
Bob.
here.
In fact, yeah, you were escorted to this office by a very large hill giant wearing a 3 sizes too small police outfit with a very, very tiny policeman's hat on top of his head.
Nice. Did he give me his name? Maybe.
He wears a
Big-
very
big
large
guy?
tag. Yeah, it says Bob on it.
Bob. Pardon me, but I was brought here by an extremely large individual, and I don't know why. It's I'm assuming I'm replacing someone, but I'm not sure.
Well, we do seem to be missing due diligence. Do you print things off? Can you do forms? I mean, we got a lot of forms. Can you stick to the rules?
Sure. If there's a paycheck at the end of it, I can definitely do that. I think, yes. Does it have to be legible? I'm a whiz with charcoal.
Oh.
the real question is, can you pull ladders out of your body?
Or have
It's
a coffee
important.
machine inside you.
Do you have a coffee machine inside of you?
If you haven't noticed, I am a dwarf, but that's quite all right. I've
Well-
never gotten that before, but all right.
We don't
No,
judge
sorry.
here.
We do, actually. All of the dwarfs that have joined the TPD have all been criminals. And as she looks up,
Or
she kind of
wolves.
just looks at him.
Or wolves.
Or what?
Are you
No,
a wolf?
I'm not.
Are you a wolf?
The wolf?
She's gonna,
No,
Maline's gonna
I-
stand up and kind of heel clack towards him as he's like stuttering and start touching his beard. Like, it feels like dwarf beard. Let me look.
It is. It's dyed a foam green, and he's got a mohawk that is also foam green, and his armor's decorated with seashells, and he's got like every nautical type of tattoo you could think of. Very
How ex-
yeah.
Is there anything in your beard that Maline could find? within
Seashells.
your beard?
Yeah, probably a seashell.
Maline's gonna start pulling some of them out.
Shell.
Do you sell
Little
those
bit of
by
grit
the
of
He's a
sand.
wolf.
Do you sell those by
No,
the seashore?
I was down at the shore not too long ago, and well, I don't
But
really
did you
have
sell
a
your
house.
seashells down by the seashore?
I can't say that. I tried. I'll try again. Nope, still can't do it. And sorry.
He doesn't sell seashells by the seashore.
No. I generally.
Does she sell seashells by the seashore?
No, but I got some sand. Yeah, and I don't know who she is. She's not with me. Not saying that I don't mind her standing there, but she just kind of came along with the big fella. Bob, I think you said his name was, right?
Bob. Yes, he's the Bobby.
Oh.
Quick question. How would you describe, Alyssa, how would you describe Mo's ears? Because goblins always have great ears. What do Mo's ears look like for personal reasons? I just gotta know.
Sort of like half a maple leaf.
Oh, very good. Are there any piercings in the ears? And are they soft?
Yes. Yes.
Melina's going to
piercings as they can hold.
Maline's gonna go examine your ears now for wolfisms. This one does not feel like a wolf either, but very pretty earrings. Actually, and Maline's gonna take out 2 very expensive diamond earrings that she stole a long time ago. She's like, do you want these pretty earrings? They'll look great in your ears.
Oh, do you want to trade?
I would love to trade.
So I'll take off some earrings and trade.
All
There you
right.
go.
Maline switches the earrings and she like puts them in and she goes and sits down and goes, oh, I've missed being here. Every day is a good day for Maline.
Wait a minute. I've had earrings too. And he reaches up and he's got these mermaid earrings. He goes, I'll trade these for the diamonds. Yes? Maybe? No.
Are
Okay.
we
All right.
playing like what's
I wouldn't have
happening?
fell for it either. It's quite all right.
I'm
So,
getting confused.
Mo.
This is like Christmas.
The earrings you've just received from Maylene are worth at least 1,000 gold. They are incredibly fine earrings.
She's still got her fancy bracelets though, so she's still good. Maline's got the stupid expensive like diamond bracelets.
I feel like we're playing Yankee Swap.
At this point, Bob
Old
comes
teeth.
around the
Anyone
corner. Bob comes around the corner and goes, "Oh, we're playing Enki Swap. Yeah, I've got an Enki. It's a bit used though.
Sooty
And
has
you
a
go to-
key she would like.
On second thoughts, I think I'll keep my key.
Oh what? Have you guys seen the captain? Cause I was told to bring these two here, and then the captain will speak to him. But I've kind of been waiting around the corner, and I haven't seen the captain, and it's been like 20 minutes.
Is he sleeping?
Oh no, does he do that?
Does he have an
At least
office?
once.
Oh,
He does, but
do
normally we
Aussie people
send...
need? Do Aussie people need to have naps?
Yes. Horses need naps. It's good for their legs.
Oh. So we're missing both the captain and due diligence. I call secret love affair.
Oh, I knew it! I saw the way they looked at each other, but don't the captain have an husband?
Who's gonna tell? Oh, let's go tell him before it's too late.
Oh, no. You a muted cat, sorry.
Finbar wants to know if there are pictures that he can sell.
Well, we need to find them then, don't we? Because, well, imagine what money we could make in the magazines with those pictures too.
Finbar, I like how you're talking in third person now. It suits you.
Thank you.
All right, so Maylene and Stussy, roll an insight check on due diligence. Diligence, roll me a deception check.
An insight check. Well, you're in the clear. Let's see. What is my insight modifier?
So that's a
actually, I have
19.
Ooh.
I got a 17.
I have a 5.
This is Finbar.
This
There you
is
go.
Finbar.
You know, it's just like this character Gambit from one of my favorite books. He always talks in the third person. It's very dashing. I like to call him the Raging Cajun.
Yes, I am very dashing. Finbar is
So,
very dashing.
Has anybody been into the captain's office?
We don't have due diligence whistles, so we can't really go in, can we? There's no reason to go
I
in.
could
if we're not
whistle.
gonna go in.
Or the coffee.
Well, where's the captain? Maybe that's it. Because maybe the captain needs his coffee. Did you get the captain his coffee?
Oh, I have a coffee.
And she'll just walk in to the office going,
Captain.
Okay, as you open the door, you see the captain. He is sprawled out on the floor. Both his human and his horse stomachs are pushed out to the maximum. He has crumbs all over his face, and he goes, "Oh, don't look at me."
Oh, Captain, you've really let yourself go.
Is the
Is it-
captain pregnant?
Oh, Captain, my
Did the
captain.
husband find out about you and due diligence?
What?
Are you pregnant with due diligence's baby?
Oh, what? No, I just been on a binge. I've eaten too many trays of donuts and gingerbread men.
With grandfather's
I'll go
special
stick
glaze.
my head in there. Did you say donuts?
Yes.
Is there any left?
Yes, with grandfather's special glaze. Yes. No, there are none left.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, we were brought down by this feller, and I'll point back at Bob.
Oh, Bob has seen me too. Excellent. Well, just everybody go outside. Just give me a minute to just bring. I'll call you when I'm ready.
You should
If
probably
you had-
leave the door open in case he needs assistance.
While everybody's
With
while
all the
everybody's
babies.
occupied with the captain, the dot matrix printer is going and printing off the rule books, and you hear the sounds of an espresso machine making espressos.
So behind you guys, Finbar is making a really weird sound. Bizarrely mechanical sounds are coming out of Finbar. But the captain basically ushers, gestures for you all to just leave him for a minute so he composes himself. Meanwhile, due diligence has finished, due Finbar has finished printing leaflets and making coffee.
There's now a tray of espressos sitting out with
Finbar.
pamphlets sitting next to them that say the rules.
You have become such a good worker since I've been gone.
Well,
Are you?
Finbar felt like he needed to be contributing since he hadn't contributed much lately.
Okay, can I roll another insight check on that one?
Yeah, you sure can.
That one felt wrong. It was a 13.
Okay, roll me another deception check.
That's a dirty 20.
Finbar
You are
must
a-
just be a bit sick, yeah.
It must be how cold you are. Maybe it's sepsis? I learned about sepsis recently.
When
I
you were learning to
have been
read-
having circulation problems. It's the underwear too. Sometimes it's too tight.
And you're wearing underwear now?
Well, I've got that model. Finbar has that modeling contract, so Finbar has to wear the underwear.
Oh,
Product
yeah. Also,
placement.
not
Understandable.
to mention the fact that Finbar is now apparently dating the woman you stole from, Maylene. The news all over town about Finbar dating Mallory Effercent, the fashion guru and head editor of Vogue magazine.
Oh.
Malene can't read yet that much yet, so unless someone tells her, she has no idea.
Okay, so you haven't read the headlines, but you've seen the photos of
Seen the
Finbar getting
photos.
out of her carriage.
Finbar, things have just been weird for you lately. I'm not giving the shoes back though, so
Finbar doesn't judge because he doesn't kink shame.
It's true.
Speaking of not kink shaming, would you like to get our new detectives up to date, and Maylene up to date on what the rules of the department are, please?
Yeah, what are the
Yes.
new rules?
We have rules. We have 11 of them now. Rule number 1, the captain must always have his coffee. Rule number 2, no kink shaming. Rule number 3, you must always have a warrant. Rule number 4, Finbar is always right. Rule number 5, we don't talk about the rocking horse. Not the rocking horse. No. Rule number 6, everyone will be buried in a Hawaiian shirt. Rule number 7, bloom, not boom. Bloom before boom. Bloom before boom. Number 8, don't touch the ooze. Number 9, when in doubt, burn it out. Number 10, a Finbar move is to always lube. And number 11, go for the eyes, boo.
I forgot the lube one.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. Yes, I think I could adhere to those. For sure.
Maline's gonna look through her big bag of like boxed books and strange magic mirror. She's like, I don't know if I brought any loop to work today.
I have plenty. Finbar has plenty. Yes, Finbar has plenty.
Always. TPD official lube. Official lubricant from the TPD.
Department issued lubricant.
Well, every time
Donut flavored.
Well, we've just got so much love to give. You're gonna need a lot of lube to be able to take it all.
every time due diligence has to go in for an oil change, it's got to go somewhere.
Oh, that's nasty. Okay. Oh boy. So as Finbar is telling the recruits about the new rules, the captain emerges. His uniform looks a little bit snugger than perhaps it did earlier today, but he comes out, wipes the remaining crumbs from his chin, takes one of the espressos and drinks it. So, apologies for my earlier state. That was
Has
not
your
to be seen
uniform
by
lost?
anyone.
Has your uniform lost weight, Captain?
That's
Is it the babies?
yes. I'm not pregnant, Maylene.
But how do you explain it? I learned.
Okay, Maylene, I'm going to take you through a biology book.
Will you read it to me?
I have
I will
these.
teach you how to
And
read.
pictures.
Teach me how to read.
I've
Due
got some
diligence
words.
Opens up his panel again and a beehive, and he hands it. I have bees, and he hands it to Sooty.
Oh, I just need birds now.
I do not think I can help with the birds. Finbar does
Emily
not
pulls
think
out a
he can
book.
help with the birds.
I've got a clockwork goldfish. Will that help?
That might work. I like you, Mo. Your name is one syllable.
How do you spell the Mo? Oh, wait. Mo.
You just
Yes,
put your lips together and mow.
There we go. Mo. I don't know which letter in the alphabet is that one, but I haven't got there yet, but I'll learn.
Are we all quite finished?
Are you quite finished
Yes.
with your babies?
Yet again, Maylene, not pregnant, but thank you. No, I had a moment of weakness. You see, I tried this new, well, I don't know if you've been to the Muffin Man's recently. You know, the one on Drury Lane. Yes.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Well, you see, they have a new snack, and it's beautiful. It's a gingerbread, and it is the most sumptuous gingerbread. And you see, I ate some, and then I just couldn't stop. And that's how I ended up on the floor of my office, 6 trays of donuts later, and a world full of regrets.
Oh, that sounds like
No
a
those
spite.
feelings.
I never regret waking up with 6 women.
If I was a baker and I could put a special ingredient into my donuts that made everyone eat and eat them, I'd be rich.
What if you put
Then
babies inside and that's why the captain's so fat?
Oh, I don't think it works
that's
quite
how
like
it
that, but
Maylene, your lack of knowledge about biology is truly actually quite deeply disturbing, to say you're a functioning adult in society. But I can't help but feel there was something nefarious about that gingerbread. What am I even saying?
I think you said nefarious gingerbread. Yes, that's what you said.
Oh no.
Gingerbread.
That's worth writing down. Nefarious gingerbread.
I would like you to investigate. Sorry, I don't know why I found that so funny. I'm so tired.
Well, I don't think you hear it often.
No, you don't. I would like you to investigate this particular branch of the Muffin Men's. I'm not sure whether or not this gingerbread has made it to all of their stores. However, if it has, we may have a catastrophe on our hands, because we know the Muffin Man brand is particularly nefarious. It's almost as bad as that Jim Norton's store. One on every corner.
Ah. Every
Do
corner.
they have another elf holding everything up?
I don't know. Perhaps you'll have to investigate due diligence.
Oh, the captain saw right
I can't
through the
investigate
disguise.
due diligence. I'm Finbar.
Ah, yes, of course. Finbar. Perhaps you should investigate it then, Finbar.
I would, but I have a date with Mallory.
You have a date with a case, Finbar. You have not filed any paperwork for the past 3 weeks.
Well, that's because due diligence hasn't been here.
Well, that is not an acceptable reason.
Well, he files all the paperwork. He has all the paperwork.
Well, then you better pick up a pen then, hadn't you, Finbar?
Uh-oh.
Can I use the printer?
You may use the printer.
Thank you.
This sounds like hormones, Captain. You're being quite rude to Finbar today after he even made espressos. Seems like he's putting in a lot of effort and you're really not. I learned something about emotional control recently.
The first rule. Go back to the rules. Isn't the first rule the captain needs his coffee? Right?
We made espresso for Captain and his babies, and we have a rule where Finbar's always right.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about... What rule was that again? There's too many rules.
I think it
Finbar,
was
right.
5? Oh, 5.
Four is Finbar is always right, yeah.
Well, it appears then that I'm over a barrel, but please,
You're barrel racing
me-
now.
do me the favor of getting the hell out of this office, allowing me some peace and quiet. Please.
I wonder if the captain ate so many because they were gingerbread men.
That would make sense.
Is that considered
Sure.
cheating on his husband?
The spice must flow.
Go! He basically just like shouts at you to leave. Get out! Please just be somebody else's problem today.
Okay, bye.
Well, alrighty then. Goodbye, Captain. Yes.
Oh, wait, then he leans over to you, Mo, and second he goes, "Oh, actually, pleasure to meet you. I'm Captain Colt. Pleasure. Welcome to
yes,
GPD."
yes. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
Right.
Right then. Okay.
And he sort of waddles off back to his office.
As we leave, Finbar due diligence points to the front desk and goes, "It's a mimic. Be careful."
The desk is a mimic. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Take a just do a side step and just give it an extra berth. Go to the other side of the room.
It doesn't bite. It has a family to support.
Well, you said to be
hear the
careful,
desk
so I was
say,
just. Oh, okay. I
You hear the desk
misunderstood.
say, "Oh, it's a living."
Excellent. All right. Nefarious gingerbread men it is then, correct? Maybe. Let me check. Yes.
Muffin men are
and-
nefarious. The gingerbread men are
And
addictive.
Finbar is always right. I got to remember that. You're always correct. Okay, excellent. All right, I got that written down.
Okay, so you head back to Drury Lane. Now for Maylene, Sooty, and Dew, this brings back some memories. This is where you arrested half the coffee shop on your way to, I believe it was Granny's, right? No. Was that the Granny's one?
I think so.
No, that was the
Stuffed
Three Little
stomach.
Pigs.
No,
It was the
Yes,
Three
that
Little
was the
Pigs.
pig. Yes.
Yes. So on your way to the 1,000-acre woods, that was it. We've done a lot of fairy tales. This is where you arrested half the shop. One poor elven man was arrested just for taking a while to order his coffee.
He
There
was
was a
holding up
show-
the line.
There was a showdown in the street where Gordon and a dwarven cleric apprehended and did a little bit of police brutality. But once more, you find yourself outside the fashionable yet corporately trendy coffee chain, the Muffin Man. And you see the familiar logo, green backed with a man on it holding a tray in white with a star above his head.
Is there a big line outside?
Not a huge line, but it seems quite busy inside. So what would you like to do?
Well, I'll go in and start casing the joint.
All
Looking
right.
for nefarious people eating nefarious gingerbread.
Finbar is posing for selfies with women in the line.
Yep, and people do stop you, and ask for
Who's holding up the
photos,
line?
and autographs.
No, I'm taking photographs, not holding up a line.
So Mo, Maylene,
It's not a
City, what are
coffee
you
bar
guys
anymore.
doing?
It's a pin bar.
I mean, Maline has no money, but she kind of wants a gingerbread man. So she's going to ask Sooty, will you buy me a gingerbread man?
Ah, yes, you
you
probably need
know-
some evidence.
Yes, evidence for my tummy. Though I don't want to get pregnant.
What if it's laced with something? It could have fairy dust in it.
That's fine. I just don't want a baby yet. I'm not in that part of my life yet.
Yeah, I'm not
Fair
stable enough for childbearing.
I'm not
I live
stable
under a
enough for
desk.
anything.
I live under a desk.
But you fit so well. At least you fit under the desk. Sometimes I sleep on top of my desk or on the roof. You know, I slept on the roof for 3 nights one day. It was very nice. Well, 3 days, not one.
Ah,
It was a gentle
but you
rain.
know what? I will definitely buy you that gingerbread house.
And she'll go, like, scuttle off.
Okay. So, Sooty and Sigurd, you head inside, and there's a queue in here. But as you look around, you see people are enjoying all sorts of drinks. But there's one common thing. On almost every table, there is at least one gingerbread man.
Are they eaten?
Yes, in various stages of being eaten. And these gingerbread men look absolutely amazing. The gingerbread looks really like moist and rich. The icing is beautifully piped on in all sorts of little outfits. It just looks like extremely delicious food, and everybody here is just gulping down these things. And you see, basically every time someone orders a drink, they're buying at least one gingerbread man as well. And you can see the staff behind the till that are just running backwards and forwards with trays of these things. They can't get them out quick enough. The queue moves along pretty quickly. The staff are efficient. They get the drinks out, they get the gingerbread out and move along. There is no elven person holding up the queue this time. But as you approach the counter, Sooty, Maylene, you would recognize this as the person who was behind the counter the last time you guys were here and arresting all the dwarves in the place. And they go, "Oh, hey, it's you guys. What's up?"
I heard you make people pregnant, but I just want a cookie.
Dude, that was once. No, but what did you want a cookie? We've got like chocolate chip, we got raspberry white chocolate, we got oat and
Ask
raisin.
for gingerbread. Gingerbread.
Chocolate chips sound so good right now.
No,
Give you a warning
gingerbread.
about the oat and raisin. Nobody likes them, so they're about 9 months old.
About the length of a baby.
Oh, you got me. Bust it wide open. Best detectives until Andy. Oh, what?
What was I here
I want to
for,
open a
Sooty?
coffee shop just to hire this guy.
Chocolate chip cookies sound so good right now. I think I want one of those.
Yo, do you want a gingerbread man too?
Oh, that's why we were here. Ginger
Oh.
cookies.
Oh. Cool. Yeah, I can hook you up with one. Do you want one?
Sooty, how many are we getting? One for me? Did you want one?
You know, I'm trying to lose some weight. It's getting a little hard to fit under that desk. We've been doing a lot of sweet treats lately with these fairy tale mysteries.
We have.
So you guys see these on Instablam then, like everybody else? Come to get your picture.
Instablam?
Selfie. Yep, that's what I went with. That's what I went with.
What's Instablam?
Oh, yo, it's you know, like there's all these like social media sites. Well, there's one for like pictures that people post to make people think they've got better lives than they do, and a lot of it's food.
I'm a detective, so I have to know what social media.
Oh, so it's like, there's like websites, right? Where you go online and look at stuff like ViewTube, right?
I'm a detective, so
know-
you have to tell me what websites are.
Oh, yo, dude, like, so you got these like, you got the view screen tablet things, right? You got a phone.
Malene's gonna pull out one of those like leapfrog style tablets, like the Prince and the Frog, like learning tablet, like these.
Yeah, but like for adults, not babies.
You
Finbar,
did
dude.
not.
Yo,
But you just
Man
called
pulls out
her-
his and
that's
shows.
the
You called
man.
her a baby. You called her a baby. I heard it. That's
Oh,
oh.
shit.
Nobody
Well,
calls
don't cry,
many
it's
names
okay.
except for Finbar. Come here, Maline.
I think that because of this, I'm going to have to go behind the counter and take a look around. I'll go behind the counter.
Nah, dude, you gotta have a warrant first. You can't just come behind the counter.
Damn, I was
you hear the
hoping you
sound of a
would
dot
remember
matrix?
that.
You hear the sound of a dot matrix printer, and a warrant pops up out of the top of Finbar Due Diligence's head. You have a warrant.
Yo, dude,
Look at you
that's
go.
a sick trig. Oh shit. Okay. Hey,
It's all right,
though, horn chick, spooky girl, do you want a free gingerbread man? My bad on me because I made you cry. Cool. Here. Which one do you want? We've got this one's got a little tuxedo. This one's got a little dress. This one's got shorts on.
We'll do the shorts because it's nice outside.
All right, there you go, man. And he bags you up this gingerbread and hands it to you.
Like those toddlers who just cried for 45 minutes for no fucking reason. Like she just goes, snacks. Just tears strand on her face.
Just a little red face. Okay, so a warrant has been produced. Sigurd, are you going behind the counter?
Of course.
Okay,
And I'll walk up real close to the guy who's behind the counter first and just give him the Popeye one eye up and down. Up. Just making sure. And then I'll start looking around at everything else.
Yeah, and as you do, he's like, man, I ain't afraid of you. You're
It's
my
not
boss.
nothing about being afraid. You made her cry, and that makes that man print stuff out of his head.
Yeah, what was up with that, man? That's messed up.
He's an officer of the law.
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
looking
to
for
be fair.
anything that is way obvious, so it would make my job easy, X marks the spot or a bag of fairy dust or something like that.
Okay,
Packets with
so
no white on them. Is it?
oh yes, so important information that you would probably know. It was covered in your orientation. Snow White is a drug baron. She is incredibly famous and notorious for dealing in a white powder called snow. However, she is legally untouchable, so she basically gets away with it. But her cronies are all over Thailandia, and you know them because they are usually dwarves, and they all have a red apple tattoo. Her merch, her drugs are also stamped with red apples. So roll me an investigation check.
All right. I don't think.
Can I start
have
looking
very
over
good
Sigurd for
investigation.
an apple tattoo?
Yes, investigation check.
Excellent. -1.
Oh, that's a 21.
Dang.
Yeah. I still got a 16. Not bad.
Okay, so we'll deal with Doofenbar's investigation. Sigurd, do you have a red apple tattoo on you anywhere?
Not visibly, no.
Doofenbar, you do not detect a red apple tattoo on Sigurd.
May I do my due diligence?
It is in your name.
He will start looking in places that are covered by clothing.
So
X-ray vision.
Sigurd, as you start investigating around behind the counter, you feel like the hem of your shirt being lifted.
It's wave back. What's it? And look around and then go back to doing what I'm doing. I think there's a small chance if she's that if Snow White's that prevalent that there is a small chance that I might be a plant. So I'm just gonna say if I roll and it's under 5, nope, I'm good. I'm legit. I'm a legit cop. I'm clean.
Do then goes over to Mo and goes, "Are you a gnome?
No.
Are you sure?"
Why? Yeah, pretty sure. Have
Okay.
you ever seen a moldy gnome before?
Yes.
Weird.
They were. I thought all gnomes were moldy.
No.
They're gray, fuzzy.
Oh, I never saw one of those.
Oh, you could be one. Are you sure you're not a gnome?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would know, wouldn't I?
One would hope.
Maybe. One would hope.
I did have a cousin once
I
that.
don't know. Maybe I was adopted.
Yeah, he thought he was a Tasmanian devil, but he ate a lot of things like nefarious gingerbread. That's probably what he was doing.
Okay, and that spurs you back onto your investigation, Sigurd, and you dig around, and there's nothing immediately in the shop front. But as you are investigating around, you notice the staff coming in and out of the back. And there's like a general sort of storage area. There's like a sink where they can clean stuff. There's the coffee machines. I don't know what's in a coffee shop, but usual coffee shop stuff. But there is like a door that the staff are coming in and out with these trays. And every time they come in and out of this door, they lock it twice.
So the person that comes out locks it, or it locks on its own?
The person who comes out locks it.
Hey, feller, that's pushing the gingerbread. Come unlock the door for me. And I point at the guy at the counter.
Why though?
It's look at the top of Finn's
Because
head
he
there.
has a warrant.
It's a warrant. Says I can
You're
go
a
and I
police
can
officer.
look.
You have a warrant. That is all you need.
I regret to inform you that I'm like contractually obliged to stay in this spot for another 69,420 hours.
Holy
That's
shit.
terrible.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
good.
why I said.
If I were you, I'd put in my notice. Yep.
Well,
put your
you
notice in.
see, if I do that, then my soul is forfeit.
Ooh, that's not
Wait.
good.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like it is now, but
Don't worry about it. I think one of these fellers that just came out here not too long ago with a tray is going to go back through, and I'll go through then.
So as you say this, one of the other staff comes by with a tray, and they unlock the door and head inside. So you, at this time, stick your foot in to keep the door open.
Are you coming with? And I take a look at my partners.
Oh yeah, due diligence is.
Yeah.
He's still not certain. You're still a dwarf, and the last time he saw a
That's
dwarf,
true.
it was a wolf. So
Okay, is everybody going down?
Well, Malene wants to take a small bite of this cookie. Well, she's going to break off the cookie 2 pieces, one of each leg, because she has to eat the body upward so it can suffer slowly. So she breaks off a leg and holds it up
As you
above her, like, messy bun of hair around her, just long enough for a little tarantula to crawl up front. She's going to offer him a bit of the leg, and then she's going to pop off the other one and go, cheers, and then take a bite at the same time
And
with
you
this
feel,
bite.
you feel a little clink as Horace cheers with the little leg, and then your face kind of gets crumbs raining down as Horace greedily just gobbles up the leg.
Spider cookies.
Okay, this gingerbread is the most delicious thing you have ever tasted in the world. It is unlike anything else you have ever eaten before, and I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't know what my character's good at. Oh yeah, nothing. So let's just see. I forgot to add the modifier. Oh, that's a dirty 20.
Okay, so as you're eating, you feel on the edges of like your just like your entire being, this all-consuming hunger start to like tickle at you, but you are like, I'm enjoying this morsel of food. I think I'm satisfied, and you feel it fade away.
She's gonna fold it up and kind of just like stuff it into her shirt. That way she knows it's safe. Like, this is very good. I don't want any of my friends to steal it. So she's got like a gingerbread head like peeking out of like the top of her robe. Just like this very weird chest thing. This weird mass in the middle of her chest.
It's gonna start feeling very warm and sticky in there in a little bit, and
Maybe it's
probably
wrapped in
crummy.
paper. Maybe
Okay.
it'll soften up for a good chew later.
Okay, so We will cut now to Sigurd and the rest of the Scooby Gang at the top of the stairs, this doorway. And this is a long, dark staircase leading down quite steeply. It's at least 30 feet down. But there is a light at the bottom. I would like you to roll me perception checks.
Ooh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Dirty 20. Fantasy Grounds likes me today.
It
Dun,
does.
dun, dun.
Which
And
means I'll
19
go
total.
prep the rest of the night.
13.
24.
Dang. Okay, so Do and Sigurd, you two hear this. Amongst the sounds of like trays being put away and pot washing and stuff from behind you at this doorway, you hear what appears to be quite a muffled cry, a shout, a scream, perhaps.
Well, that's not good.
There's
I shall
somebody in
rush
trouble.
down the stairs.
We must go help them.
Okay,
Yes.
I mean,
I will go
Forgetting
bounding
the Holcomb
down
bar.
to.
so you run down the stairs as fast as you can, and you turn the corner, and you see something quite horrific in front of you. There is a large, long metal table, and restrained on this table with a apron gag in its mouth is a large person-sized moving gingerbread person, and they are trying to pull at their restraints. And you see as members of the Muffin Man's staff are kind of like pushing it down. You watch as at the foot an employee picks up a cookie cutter and just shoves it into their flesh, and you hear again the
due diligence upchucks transmission fluid and spare bolts, nuts, and screws.
Mhm.
Just bah. Yeah.
Well, that's not. Oh wait, I'm a police officer. Freeze!
So at Dew puking up these nuts and bolts, there's a tinkle of a metallic sound as they hit the ground, and one of the staff looks up as you shout, "Freeze!" The one holding the cookie cutter just drops it and runs out of a back door. The two that were holding down the gingerbread person kind of just freeze in place.
Can I cast Chill Touch on the
excellent.
one going out the door?
Yes.
All right. I'm not mistaken. That is a spell attack.
I think so.
That's a nat 20 plus 7.
Ooh.
Roll that damage.
All right. You want me to roll double dice or double the dice double the total of the dice rolled?
Roll double dice.
That's 25 points of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so there's one guy that had the cookie cutter, drops it. He starts trying to sprint out this back door, but this skeletal hand comes up, just grabs him by the throat and just slams him into a wall. His body just drops down and crumples to the ground. The other two are just kind of like,
Talendia PD, you are under arrest.
Yes. What she said, or Finbot. What he said. He's always right. Now you and he'll go around the to where the guys who froze are, and he'll push them up against the counter. And he's like, "Put your hands up! Get them up there!"
they're up,
Frisking them. He'll
Okay,
kick the cookie cutters and kick them on the floor and like kick them away from him.
kick him away. Okay, roll me some investigation checks to pat down these two. Is anyone helping here?
I'll help.
Okay, so roll with advantage there, Sigurd. As Sooty is assisting you.
Yeah, I'm going to
That's
need
a
it
good
because,
challenge. People unite.
and I didn't do, so I'm just roll twice. I forgot to. Oh, I net 20 on the other one though.
Oh, so the two shortest members of the division are patting down these two humans. And you're at the perfect height because Sooty, as you're patting down the one on the left, in his right sock, there is a white powder pocket. There's a packet of white powder.
Did I just
Stamped
reach
with a
into
red
the
apple.
shoe? Oh, wow, I really go there, don't I, with my pat downs? All right. Like,
I pull out this. It's just on their ankle. Is this stamp?
Yeah.
and what do you have to say about this?
And she'll pull down the rest of the sock.
It was just dumb, man. I got it in college. It was a prank. I was dared to do it.
And she'll lift up his foot and like start presenting and like flinging his leg around everyone.
Look, everyone, look!
Oh God, please don't kill me.
What to kill you? We're the authorities. We don't kill people, do we?
If they're guilty.
Oh! Yeah.
This guy just starts crying.
I take it I have handcuffs or
I
no? I really hope I
Yeah,
have some
yeah.
handcuffs. All right.
Yeah, you're all
All right.
outfitted with at least
I'll-
one pair of manacles.
Then I will.
If
I
not,
will
due
manacle
diligence
them
will hand you
together.
some.
Okay. So you manacle the two people you have in your custody. They are compliant. They don't try to resist. The one guy that tried to make her break for it hasn't moved at all.
Due diligence has manacled him and is dragging him by the foot.
Okay, as due diligence drags this person back, you just see that his head is facing the wrong direction.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
It's kind of done a complete 180.
I can do that too. And his head spins.
Well, I'm not really paying attention to that because for one, it'd be kind of weird. But for two, because I'm gonna let the gingerbread dude up off the table.
Okay.
And I'll take the gag out and like, I would ask if you're all right, but they were cutting things out of you, so I don't think you are.
And as you take the gag out, he just screams, and it's a really high.
Oh, I
pitch,
put it back in. Oh, I think he's gonna need medical assistance.
I can go over and cast.
Oh, wait a minute! I can do
gingerbread
medical.
You're a cleric.
Yeah. There is always that. Oh, okay. All right. You can help too, Mo. Come over here. It's because there's a lot to cut out. There's the right side and yeah. I'll go on the left. You go on the right. And I'm gonna cast a cure wounds on him.
Okay. So you are casting a cure wounds on the gingerbread man. The missing pieces of his gingerbread legs sort of regrow back as to a gingerbread. There are no longer smaller cutouts of himself missing from his legs. And as you did this, you noticed that there were a lot of missing bits of this guy's leg, like
Right.
all the way up. Both legs had been cut out. They just started making their way into like the torso sort of region as they were cutting out these shapes.
I bet if
Oh,
we ran
poor
as fast
dude.
as we could catch him.
Yeah, no doubt, huh? Poor guy.
So at this point, he takes the gag out and goes, thank you.
Okay, just breathe deep. How are you
have
getting?
lungs.
Okay, that's true.
Neither
What
do I.
happened?
Are you a warforged?
explain what happened, and I'll pull out my pen and pad that all cops have, so I can take notes.
Well, I was at home, and I was mowing my front lawn. I just got a new push-along mower. Brand new shiny blades. Mowatron 3000. I don't know if you've heard of it. Top of the range. Beautiful
Not
piece of kit.
Yes,
But-
I'm sure it is, I guess.
Also,
sorry, continue.
breaking news. I wasn't always a gingerbread man, so I'll start from the beginning. Mowing my lawn. Cool.
I realize this is probably going to take a while,
Okay.
so I'll find a seat. Someone to sit down.
And he says, my neighbors, the Joneses, had just introduced me to their new child, who apparently is made of gingerbread. And you see, I've always had this thing with the Joneses. They're always trying to one-up me all the time. So here they come, flaunting this gingerbread child in front of me. So I'm out
Typical
there.
Jones
you know.
behavior.
Oh, you have no idea what they're like. They're awful, awful people. So, bright and early, 7 a.m., mowing my lawn, brand new Mowatron 3000, shiny, manicured lawns. Brilliant. Then, it's a bit misty, 7 a.m., so I'm out there and I see this small shape in the mist, and I'm like, hello, who's there? So I turn around, and it's the child.
Oh,
And it
that's
has-
creepy.
Yeah, 7 a.m. in the morning, all alone. It turns around and it has like stuff on its face. So I'm like, child, are you okay? Are the Joneses okay? And then so I go over, kneel down, and the little son of a bitch bites me.
Oh no!
Heads
Oh,
like
terrible.
shit, so I punted the little fucker 3 feet away, and I ran, barricaded myself in my house, and then suddenly my flesh started turning to gingerbread. So I don't know what to do. In a panic, I get in my self-powered carriage, and I drive, and I crash, and someone from the Muffin Man finds me. They bring me here, tell me they're gonna find a doctor, tell me to lay down on here and chill out while they get some sort of medical help. The next thing I know, I'm being restrained and they're cutting pieces of me out.
I had to point it out, but I'm pretty sure kicking a child is a crime. I'm just gonna. I will say that, but we'll save
Even
that for
children-
later.
Even child vampires.
But
Yeah,
it's
it's
not,
kicking-
it's
kicking child-
not technically self-defense if the little fucker bit me.
Ginger.
No, he is a child. There are different
Yeah.
laws for children.
Yeah.
How
so,
about they gave me its gingerbread disease?
well, you
Oh
know.
no, not gingivitis!
Oh, geez, there you go.
I love you so much.
But yeah, that's neither here nor there. We might not do anything about it yet. It really depends on how helpful you are. Did you hear anything when you were down here? I mean, that fella over there had a sock full of powdered sugar.
I don't know, man. I kind of lost track of the days when they were cutting pieces of me out.
Fair
Well, I mean,
enough.
you did kick the child.
What?
Where is
Yeah.
the child now?
I don't know.
While all of this is happening, Melina's in the corner, just reaching into her shirt slowly and pulling out another piece of cookie for her spider. While all of this is going on, she's just feeding because Horace likes it a lot more than she does. He's tapping at her head, because he definitely failed to save. He's like, hey, got any more cookies? So she's just you hear a crack. It's like a piece of cookie comes out of her.
Well, we're going to have to take you downtown, I'm afraid. And we might be able to give you a reduced sentence if you could finger the feller that's upstairs on the cash register. If you could say he did something illegal so we could take him down too.
I don't know.
Or maybe tell us where the child vampire is.
That too. Where do you live? Oh, that's a good question.
I live on Potter's Lane.
Potter's Lane.
Two T's?
Two
And a U.
He tries to hold up two, but he has a big gingerbread man.
It's like
Two.
that's one.
He goes, two.
What if there was 3? What would you do then?
Hold up a foot, maybe. I don't know.
As she's still eating the bits of
Start
cookie,
counting
like
gumdrop buttons.
gums pouring over her chest, as she like pulls out another huge chunk of cookie this time. Like,
At this point, he's noticed you and just starts screaming again.
I think that's
That's my leg!
probably not very good for
No,
well, I wouldn't say that out
that's not
loud.
your leg.
Horace very much so likes the taste of this, and unless you want a spider to climb on top of you, I wouldn't say it comes from you. And
That's
Horace
not
kind
your
of like
leg.
comes
Your
out,
leg-
kind of like 2 legs on her forehead, like looking at him, like.
His little gumdrop buttons on his shirt are shaking.
Not the buttons. Not the
Gumdrop buttons! Okay, so what are you doing to this poor man?
Well, we're gonna help him upstairs.
Okay.
Up,
And then we'll take him
I
to the
mean-
police station.
Yes, for safekeeping, of course.
Yes.
Hey,
Another set of
anybody have
medicals.
some kind of restorative magic that might change him back?
Nope. I've got
Okay.
a wee bit of magic, but you know, it's like he was cut up pretty bad, and I can't replace things. But he's growing back by himself. I don't have to do nothing.
So, this
Does mending
is how
work on-
this goes. You take the gingerbread man upstairs. Now, there is no real back exit to the Muffin Man, so the only way out is
Oh
through
my
the
God, I
front
see
of
what's
the
gonna happen.
stall. You make your way out. The gingerbread man behind you. As he
manacles.
crests through the in manacles, as he comes through the door, he sees everybody eating bits of him, and he begins to scream, which draws the attention of everyone in the store.
I cast
Now-
Hold Person on the
on-
gingerbread man
Okay.
to keep him from screaming.
However, it is too late. As
Oh,
this
dear.
packed coffee shop turns
I see it. I see
and
it.
spots the gingerbread man. There is a wild look in their eyes as suddenly all hell breaks loose. Tables and chairs go flying as people launch themselves to try and get a piece of this gingerbread man. What would you like to do?
Cast Fireball. Well, you asked me what I'd like to do. I'm not saying that's what I'm going to do. That's what I would love to do.
Listen, if you don't do it, Malene is doing it. Like just at that like wall side right there, she's just gonna light the wall on fire if he doesn't.
Sigurd's just
Okay,
there, sitting there, shaking his head, thinking, "I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. They're going to come up. They're going to eat him. I should have known."
Because if we're all just
He's
in that
just
like
going to
little
spray the
doorway,
grease on the floor, make it slippery so that they can't get too close.
Okay. So are you still going to do fireball, Maylene?
yeah, she's gonna do it on that back wall, like on the wall, and just go like everyone should duck under the counter, and then she's just gonna put her hands out and create a fireball. And then
Okay, are you trying to hit some of the customers, or are you trying to create like a fuck off bomb?
a big ass fuck off bomb? And if anyone's in the way, that really sucks. But like,
Okay.
shouldn't act that type of way.
Okay, so would you communicate this with due diligence? Because as we know, historically, grease and fireball make for a very flammable pairing.
Do is spraying in front of on the front, right between at the front of the crowd. So not at the back wall, but right at the front of the. So there's some space now.
All Maline's gonna say is everyone should duck underneath the counter because this is gonna be loud, and she's just gonna put her hands out.
Okay, so everybody ducks down as Maylene casts fireball. So roll me some damage.
What is that one? Like 8d6, right?
8d6.
I think it's 8d6, yeah.
Um, 30.
30, okay. Okay. And you did some grease. All right, so I'm not going to roll dex saves for all the people in the shop because Lord above. But this is how it goes. Everybody ducks down. There is an almighty explosion as Maylene casts fireball on the back wall. Your ears ring as this just goes off within an enclosed space. There's screams, and you watch as an arm comes flying over the counter, just lands in front of you, curled up around a leg of a gingerbread man. Dio has cast grease in front of the counter. So the people that weren't exploded are now sliding around. You have a few seconds to escape.
Maline's gonna say, grab the cookie man because Horace will eat him. And then she's gonna like run out, like her little heels just tick as she heads out.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd go running out, dragging the cookie man. That's rude. I never asked his name.
Nope.
I've got the one human that do probably killed, and the other two, I guess Sooty and Mo are handling, but do still dragging the one guy by the foot.
So as you guys make your escape, half the coffee shop's on fire and in pieces, like including half the customers. The other half of the customers are sliding around on the floor in some sort of like horrible gingerbread zombie mess trying to get to this man. And meanwhile, the one staff member that contractually cannot leave his post says, "All right, see you again next time, guys. Bye." As you she ran out of the store, gingerbread man in tow. Where are you taking him?
To the PD.
Downtown. Yeah.
Taking him to the PD.
Yep.
Okay.
TPD.
So, are you just walking down the street with him, or after your experience in the coffee shop, are you being a bit smarter about it and trying to be a bit more low key? I realize in hindsight that was potentially a very dumb question to ask.
That's what I was about to say. Like,
Get like a coat or something, and just throw it over his head.
Take off his ratty robe that he wears with all the patches on it,
Mm-hmm.
and kind of toss it over the guy's head.
Yep.
I know. I could get on. Wait, give me a coat. I'll get on their shoulders, and we'll just be one big person.
Perfect.
Okay. So you climb on top of this gingerbread man's shoulders. As you climb up, he says, "Don't smudge my icing." As you sit on top, put the coat on, become one just extremely large person. Okay, I would like you to roll me a deception check.
cute. Oh, that didn't go so well. That would be a total of 5.
Okay, so right now, Sooty definitely just looks like 3 halflings in a trench coat.
Nice. It's like, you're not fooling anybody. We know there's 3 of you in there.
It doesn't look like a gingerbread and a halfling, just 3 halflings.
That's fine. No one will question 3 halflings in a coat.
Okay, so you eventually make your way back to the TPD, and you see now that as you pass people in the street, everybody has either got a fresh gingerbread man in their hands, or they have like a muffin man bag around them, or a muffin man coffee cup. And a couple of times there's a few close encounters as you pass someone and they like catch a whiff of the gingerbread and eye you a bit closely, but nobody seems to catch on that you have a gingerbread man with you.
Is that the only gingerbread man, muffin man place in town, though?
No, there are several muffin man stores.
Oh, Christ. We're going to have to go and check them all. There's probably gingerbread men getting cut up in each one of them.
Every time we pass somebody that looks, I just hold up a muffin man bag, and the little camera that he now wears, turns and focuses on them.
With the really disturbing Finbar mask too.
Yes, like that Mike Myers Halloween mask.
I just have this image of it after the explosion. It's kind of like just tilted, it's kind of like obvious almost. Yeah, just the tad.
It's the wig that sells it. It's the wig that sells it.
Yeah. But you make your way back to the TPD, and it's empty in here. There's Addison isn't at the desk.
Is the desk there?
The desk is there,
okay.
But you don't see anybody else around.
Malene's gonna double knock on the desk and say, "I hope you're doing well today, my friend."
Oh, hey, Maylene, how's it going?
It's going very well. I'm learning how to read. How are you?
Nice. I'm good. Little baby Stool turned 3 yesterday.
Oh, how amazing!
He's doing so well. He can support the weight of a toddler now. I'm so proud of him.
Oh my goodness, one day he'll be here. I swear, one day he'll be here and he'll be perfect for one of the most top maybe even the captain's quarters. Well, maybe not the captain, but someone else who has butts.
I'll be a proud desk dad on that day.
So I got a question for you. Where did everyone go?
Honestly, I don't know. This kid came in saying that he's lost his mum, and Addison went off. Took the little kid's hand and took him off somewhere. And I don't know. I heard a few screams somewhere.
Did he look like? Did he look like this? And I pull open the cloak to show the gingerbread man that he's sitting on top of.
Yes, but smaller, and the chest region was covered in red stuff.
Well, that doesn't bode well.
I think we should put these ones in the lockup.
Yes.
Got any messages you want me to deliver to anybody? If someone comes in?
Tell them to run as fast as they can.
Don't eat gingerbread. I
That
look
too.
over at Maylene after I say that.
Did you eat some?
Or gingers.
Sooty's going to, she's probably still on the gingerbread shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to just ask,
you know how they say about how gingers with and souls? Is it the same for gingerbread? Do you have a soul?
Yes.
Only another ginger can call a ginger ginger.
What if your name's Ginger?
Does
Then
it
you're a
count if my
ginger.
hair goes
God.
ginger in the sun?
It's
that
such a
count?
conundrum.
God damn it.
It's such a wild conundrum.
The gingerbread man says, I sure hope that I still have a soul.
If not, we better find you one.
Can you
It's
get
okay.
those? can you just pick those up at like the Whole Mart?
Yeah, I think if it's in the popular like winter solstice or something, you get like souls.
Oh, cool.
I'm pretty sure that's
Halloween. The All Souls. Isn't there an All Souls?
that sounds rather necromantic, if you ask me.
It's recycling.
Necromantic. A very sensual time of the year.
That's when they bite you on the neck.
Yeah, exactly. Necromantics. We don't kink shame.
No.
You hear the desk go, no, we
want to turn
don't.
into gingerbread either.
Okay, so what are we doing now? Are we taking the
Getting
gingerbread man to lock up?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's going to lock up.
I
Only
think the
is locked up
gingerbread man needs to be in his own.
Mm-hmm.
by
Okay.
himself.
I don't think this one's gonna attack him. And I shake the one that I've got.
Just
It might be safe to put him in there.
Just sort of this guy is very, very dead. Like his skin's starting to turn a funny color at this point. Like it's not good.
We have people that can make him talk.
That's true. I don't think I'm that
Those
high enough level
necromantic.
yet, but yeah, those,
Yes,
yeah, the necromantic.
So you head to the cells, and you put the gingerbread man in a cell, and he's hesitant, but as you explain that this is for his safety, he complies and he sits down and starts whistling a sad prison tune to himself. What would you like to do now?
I think we need
So
to
many
go to the
things.
next.
I've got a lot of organizing.
I'd say we tell the captain, but the captain might get more pregnant if he eats this whole man.
Was he
you
there?
need a police
Did we
if-
pass his office?
I will blow the whistle. When you need a police officer, you blow the whistle. So Do will pull out his whistle and blow it.
Okay. So you blew. Are you still doing this in the cells where the gingerbread man is?
Well, maybe in the
Or are
hallway,
you
not right next
in
to
the
you.
hallway. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head out into the hallway and you blow the whistle, and there is a quite a few minutes when nothing happens before you hear the telltale sound of the captain's hooves. Because hey, Mo, Sigurd, I forgot to mention the captain is a centaur.
I figured that out. Yeah.
So you hear his hooves clopping down the hall. No, not clopping. That's a bad thing. Making its way down the hallway.
Friendship is magic, my friends.
No.
Yes.
So I don't know what the joke is now, so I'm going to take a small sidebar and Google it.
Don't do it. Bring
It's fine. I have it. I'll open it incognito.
I do a safe search.
Cool.
So.
Okay, wait. Urban Dictionary.
Yeah. Yeah, Brie. Yeah.
There's a reason why we haven't called him a
My
brony.
little pony.
Always be my...
It just this is an adult show. If you are under the age of 18, you should not be here. I'm saying that beforehand. It just says to masturbate, often used by Ronies. And then it says, dude, I just caught George clopping to Fluttershy. And now I have to Google Hold on, I have to Google which one Fluttershy is.
Bree's like learning a whole bunch right now. Oh lordy.
Roll
Bree-
12.
There's a little
Do a
bit of crossover there with Bree and Maylene.
This goes out to all my Pegasisters out there.
The what? I'm so confused and scared.
It's all my bronycons. I need an adult. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh, I hate the internet. Oh no.
Rule 13, no clubbing in this table. I'm sorry, Will. You trusted me with your Twitch account for one night.
So rule 13 is no clopping in this table. Rule 12 is okay. Rule 12 is only a ginger can call another ginger. Okay.
Okay, so the captain appears in the hall. He says, is that gingerbread?
It's ginger lycanthropy.
I've learned so much today and my brain hurts.
Ginger
He's got gingivitis.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, I'm dizzy.
I don't know. I prefer pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice is good. Now, how about you? I'm giving myself a headache from laughing. How about you give me the keys so I can go and provide security for the Mr. Gingerbread person?
You keep your clopping, your ginger loving away.
We need to find
right.
we need to find that baby ginger that's going around spreading gingivitis.
There's a smaller, bite-sized ginger person running around.
Yeah, it's bite-sized, all right. It'll bite
Colleen's
you.
gonna pull out just the head that's left of her soggy gingerbread man and offer it to the captain. You can't eat him, but you can have this. Don't tell Horace I did this though.
You watch as the captain's more reserved self fights with the ginger addiction compulsion that he has, and you see as he kind of reaches out a hand for the boob biscuit and tries to pull it away before he greedily grabs it. Cat, you stop that right now before he grabs it and gobbles it up. This episode is a mess. Oh God. I'm never going to be invited back here ever again. So the captain greedily devours the boob biscuit and very shamefully wipes away the crumbs from his mouth. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have seen that.
And that's why you can't harass the ginger man. You took my head. You weak pregnant man.
I'm not pregnant, Merlin. I'm just suffering with an affliction. I don't want to eat ginger, but by God, the compulsion.
I don't know. It was good. But I had some. Yeah.
And you're unaffected.
I mean, I have a you know.
It covers so many things.
You're going to have to put me in a cell, because if I get the keys, then by God, I don't know what I'll do.
Well, we're definitely not going to put him in a cell with the other one. They'll eat him.
Does anyone have manacles?
No.
We can put him in the other cell.
In
Do we have
solitary.
horse manacles?
Yeah, we'll make sure that there's a cell separating the two of them so he can't reach through either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
mhm.
But one where he can see him through the glass, because that's who we are.
Yes.
Right.
How about the cells are like, like there's a corridor and there's like 2 rows with the corridor in between them, like a walkway. So how about you put them in like directly opposite cells with the walkway between them? Okay.
Perfect.
As you do, the captain's face is up against the bars like this, and he's got his face squished between the two. He's like,
His back hooves are just prancing around impatiently.
Yeah.
Click, 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 click.
yeah. So he's just stood there, his little face pressed up against the bars as he watches the gingerbread man who's kind of there at the back of his cell, like. So, the hunt is on for the gingerbread child. Okay, so you guys head back out into the main reception, and I would like you all to make investigation checks to see if you can find where the gingerbread child has gone.
So we're looking for crumbs.
There you go.
Ooh, that's a nat 20 for me.
Oh,
And that's where I rolled the 2 and got a 9.
Nice. Nice.
And I got a.
15.
I got 16.
7.
Okay. So Sooty and Sigurd and Maylene, you folks pick up a trail. And this trail is I've just looked at Twitch chat. Your
I'll
whole
read it.
band.
Okay.
You find literal breadcrumbs leading you through the police department. You go through the visitors lounge where you see people on the floor seemingly asleep, crumbs at the side of their mouth, as you see there is but one single gingerbread hand left. A huge pool of icing and crumbs scattered around. As you walk through, you see very similar scenes. There are people asleep or in a state of haziness, of extremely fullness, as there are just dismembered pieces of gingerbread people around.
Oh no.
It is a very grisly sight when you think of really what's happened here. This is cannibalism dressed up with gumdrops and icing. It's pretty dark when you think about it, but as you make your way through the rooms of the PD, you are led out into the back exercise area where the basketball courts are. And you see stood in the middle of the court, looming over a person on the ground, you see a small gingerbread person. As you turn around, you watch as they sink their gingerbread teeth into this person's arm, and you watch the transformation happen as their body snaps flat and their skin turn orangey brown and crack. Their clothes sort of meld into their body and become icing. Chocolate buttons adorn their chests. Their hair becomes like sweets. I don't know. I don't eat gingerbread.
And their breath starts to smell bad because gingivitis!
Yes.
So the child turns and says in a horrible voice, "Run as fast as you can. You can't outrun me. I'm the gingerbread man." And it charges towards you. And I would like you to roll initiative.
Dun dun dun.
What am I doing? Okay.
Yeah, the good rolls have stopped.
Oh no.
Nope. I got a 15.
Okay, so has everybody rolled?
Yes.
Okay, do we have initiative between 25 and 20?
22 for Malene.
22 for Maylene. Nice.
Oh,
between
thank you.
20 and 15?
15.
15 for Sigurd. Between 15 and 10.
12.
12 for Mo.
And
10
for
for
Sooty.
Sooty. And Do, where are you?
7.
7 for
Oh, sorry.
Do.
Mo's is actually 15. I have a +3. I forgot.
Oh, dang. Okay, so I think then perhaps Sigurd, what's your dex?
10.
Okay, so Mo will actually go before Sigurd in the initiative, so just give me 1 second. Just fix that real quick. Okay, so first up in the order is Maylene. This thing is running towards you. It is about 50 feet away at this point.
Ooh. Malene is going to hex it as a bonus action. And then for her action, she's going to cast her Eldritch Agonizing Blast for 2 beams.
Nice.
Okay, the first one was a nat 1.
Oh no!
So that didn't work. The second one is a 16. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 hits, yeah.
Okay, so we'll roll a d10 plus a +4 modifier for her charisma bonus, which is 13 damage, and then she'll do 1d6 extra necrotic damage for her hex, which is 1. So she does a whopping of 14 damage, and she is going to then very lovingly step behind the rest of her party because she doesn't want to get turned into a gingerbread man because the spider above her head is very excited right now.
Yes, in fact, Horace is losing his little spidery shit at what is happening in front of him. He wants to be on that.
Horace can do Horace's thing. I mean, we let Horace do what Horace wants. He's gonna crawl down my leg and go start nibbling on some cookies. That's on him.
All right, okay. Next up, we have Mo.
Okay. I am going to look at that gingerbread baby, and I'm going to say, hey, what do you call a goblin bandit? A rob goblin. And I'm going to cast hideous laughter.
I believe that's a wisdom save for me, right?
Let me look real quick. Load. Yes. And the DC is 14.
Ooh, I failed. So the little gingerbread baby starts laughing and falls over on the spot. It's a horrible, like, laugh. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
And then as my bonus action, I will inspire Maylene. I will say, how much tea could a tiefling fling if a tiefling could fling tea? And that's a D8 inspiration.
Ooh,
Heck yeah.
nice. All right. So after Mo's turn, we have Sigurd.
All right, so Sigurd pulls this water skin off of his belt, but it is not filled with drinkable or water. It's got seawater in it, and he takes a gulp of it, puts it in his mouth, sprays it out all over the place in a big old fine mist, and casts Bless. So you all will have plus 1d4. So everybody but me will get Bless. So you can add that to your attacks and skill rolls.
Nice.
And
Is there
then
anything else
take a
you'd like
couple of
to do?
steps. Yeah, take a couple of steps backward because this is really creepy.
Yeah, cool. No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so it is the the ginger baby's turn. So with regards to Tasha's hideous laughter, do I get to make a save on the monster's turn, or is it just
At the end of each of its turns, and each time it takes damage.
okay? So we'll try and make a save because he's not going to do anything. He's on the floor laughing uncontrollably. That is a 13, which is a fail. So it is still on the floor laughing, which will bring us to Sooty.
All right. So I'm guessing.
Bread are magical. Hello? Back?
Oh,
Am I back?
yeah, you're
Yep,
good. You're
you're
good.
back.
You're good.
Cool.
We had a wobble.
I'm guessing that because the gingerbread are magical of sorts, that purify food and drink wouldn't do shit to them, right?
Unfortunately not, no. That was a great idea.
Okay. I was like, I'll just purify them, then they'll be free of their gingivitis.
It would be like giving them a really good facial massage. The pores would be cleansed.
Oh, wow. Detox.
Well, if
them.
they were getting close to the expiration date and then you cast it, they would feel better.
What Sooty will do instead, though, is she'll go,
Feed my pretties.
and she'll conjure animals and she'll conjure birds to eat the gingerbread.
Okay.
She'll do four little
Okay.
birdies, and yeah.
Do they get
Yeah,
cracked on
that's
the
what she's
turn you
doing.
summon them, or is it the next turn?
It looks like. Oh, it doesn't actually roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group. Okay.
Gotcha.
So-
So roll their initiative.
Their initiative is a 15.
Is a 15. Okay, what's their dex modifier for birds?
Let's see. Birds, beast. 5e. Let's make them ravens because that's nice and creepy. Their dex modifier is a +2.
+2, so they go before Sigurd.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I'll wait till that turn, but they'll start flying at the at the
Okay.
gingerbread.
So they launch towards the gingerbread. Do you want to move or anything?
No, I think she's pretty good where she is. Maybe behind a desk. But not the desk that is expecting more children. Because that would just be...
The hatch would open up on due diligence.
I'll climb inside a Finbar.
Roll to reversing for Finbar very quickly.
Boy.
No
Okay.
kink shaming.
No kink shaming. Yes, I did forget.
No.
Rule number 2. Okay, so as your hinge swings open, Sooty climbs inside and gets comfortable. It is your turn.
Yeah, well, Dude's like, every time somebody has their turn, he's like, oh, well, and he has to change his plans. So he's just going to go with the standard magic missile at 2nd level.
Ooh, okay.
So we're going to go with 4 beams. That's 11 plus 15 points of force damage. He's trying to ping off the gumdrop buttons. Each beam is aiming for a gumdrop button, just trying to ping it off like a finger flicking on it.
I'd say with those dots, you managed to hit one, and one of the little buttons goes ping off into the distance.
Okay.
So, because he took damage, I get to make a save on Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
And that was a 15, which makes the save. So he stops laughing and goes, "Ah, dude!"
How's that go again? just one more time, just for everybody.
"Oh, dude!"
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead. Proceed.
And Dula has looked at Sigurd. Stu has looked at Sigurd and gone, "I'm rusting!"
Oh, so you are. Wait a minute. Why are you rusting?
Okay, so you this happens, you flicked off the gumdrop button from the gingerbread child. As it arced off behind him, you watched as you see as the person that had been bitten by the gingerbread child begins to move. There is a biscuity against pavement sound as it climbs up from its prone position and looks at you and moans as though it were a biscuit zombie and begins to move slowly towards you all, like step by step by step by step, but doesn't get very far because, hey, it's made of biscuit, which will bring us to Maylene.
Maylene is a warlock, and she does love a very big boom. I'm sure at this point, Horace has abandoned her for the screaming, recently transformed, chocolate-buttoned victim for a small snack. But that's fine. They'll all be fine. So she's going to shoot 2 more Eldritch Blasts. The first one is a 21 to hit.
Oh, that'll hit.
Good. So then we'll do the +4 for the... That's 5 damage for the first one.
Nice.
Does a 15 hit?
15 does not hit.
Cool. Then I'm going to use my... we'll use Bless for this one. I'll use my Bless for this one. I'll hang it on my Bardic Inspiration.
You can use Bless on every single one until the concentration's dropped, so...
Oh, interesting. Well, does a 16 hits? I know that.
Yes.
I had the 16 last time.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
16
so we're going to
hits,
do another +4 for that. I'm going to roll that. And that is 9. And we'll roll a d6 for the Hex. So that's 14 plus 6, so 20 damage.
Ooh.
And, Molly's going to, crack her knuckles and be like, this is what you get for having a good but not great cookie skill.
All right. So this thing's taking a lot of damage, but it's seemingly... Its biscuit integrity is holding up. There are no cracks in this fine outer gingery shell, which will bring us to Mo. There are 2 gingerbread monsters now in front of you. The child and the zombiscuit.
Okay. Time to step up my game a little. I will cast Shatter on the 2 creatures.
Oh, dang. Okay. Is that like a saving throw or an attack roll?
I believe they get, it's an area of effect, and I believe they get a saving throw. So I'm going to tab over here and see what it is.
It
No
should be a
worries.
con save, if I'm not mistaken.
And if they're organic material, they're at disadvantage.
Yes, it is a con save.
Con save. I'm just trying to figure out if gingerbread counts as something that might be affected by shatter.
I should hope so.
I feel like it should be, yeah. So con saves from the gingerbread. Wow, I rolled the same value twice. That was that's 16. 216.
That is a success. So they will take half the damage.
Mhm.
So I need to roll. Alright, how do I roll multiple dice on here?
You got a cat?
Pick.
Right click,
um,
I think.
Yep. Right. Once you've left click on the dice and you're holding it, right click until you have the number of dice that you want to roll.
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
Yep. That's too many.
Go ahead, roll it. We won't
If I
tell.
can grab the right one.
I'll know.
There we go. So, 13 plus. Okay. Yeah. So 13. So they take what? 6?
Yes.
Because of the successful throw.
Okay. Ba-ba-da. Okay, so there is a.
Don't forget, hold on a second. You're blessed. You can roll. Oh, no, that was saving throw. Skip it.
Yeah, saving
Pay no
throws.
attention to what I was about to say.
Pay no attention to the cleric behind the curtain.
Right, I forgot he could heal.
There is a loud sound. It sounds like several baking tins being dropped on a hard surface, like shatter as this spell is cast. And you watch as this gingerbread and the gingerbread zombie sort of like their bodies like convulse in a large spasm, and the gingerbread zombie seems to almost break apart and reattach with like icing sugar and a gooey inside.
That's not good.
So let me do. Okay, which will bring us to the 900 million birds that Sooty summoned.
Sweet. So, yeah, I guess they'll just use beak.
To
And
be,
start-
it was 4, right?
Yeah, they're just like a little tiny beast.
Mhm.
So you know they're not exactly the most HP heavy, but they're gonna go in and start trying to like eat the gingerbread zombies.
Which one are you targeting? Are you targeting the child or the larger zombie?
The larger zombie.
Okay.
I'd feel cruel sending a swarm of birds after a child. I think that's their okay, so that would probably be a 14.
14.
Oh wait, sorry,
ooh.
plus 4.
Le-
Sorry, so that would be 18, sorry.
18 hits, yeah.
Sweet 1d1 piercing damage. So I guess wait, if it's a d1, I'm guessing that's 1, right?
Yeah, it's just one.
They
Yeah.
each have
Hey, you could always roll a 1.
So... oh shit!
At least it doesn't go down
So,
to
yeah.
0.
I did 4 of them, so I guess 4. 4 damage.
4 damage from these 4 birds. So these you watch as these black birds just sort of descend upon this zombie and start pecking at its head, and they make off with one of the licorice strands of hair, and there's like a horrible sound as it's pulled from the head of this zombie. So Sigurd, you're up next.
All right. So the zombie didn't go down, correct? It's still kind of like...
It's still up, yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I will cast my spiritual weapon, which at first takes the form of a disembodied peg leg, but then changes due to the situation into a spatula.
Nice.
And so I will use that to bash the gingerbread zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to 15.
15 doesn't hit, unfortunately. Just misses.
And well, I will wade, because that's just a bonus action to do the spiritual weapon. I will wade up to it and attempt to clobber it with my my warhammer. And I'm sure that's going to miss. Yeah, that misses too. So I'm being just highly ineffectual. I go, I've got its attention. Do something. All right, that's it.
As you swing for it, the scent of ginger just sort of catches your nostrils, and it's just enough to throw you off. That's 1 second of hesitation. Just okay. So that will bring us to the ginger child, and now, Sigurd, you stepped closer to the ginger child, so it's going to come up to you, and it has a multi-attack, and it's going to hit you.
I'm sure it does. It has got multiple buttons. So.
You see as it pulls out from behind it, from its tiny licorice belt, a candy cane shiv, and it's going to try and shiv you in your kidneys twice.
Well, that's not right. No. Let's see.
Gotta watch out for those kidneys.
So that's a natural 20 and a dirty 20.
Oh! It's just not right to go out by produce. No, I'm okay, honey. My cat came running to me.
The first one, the not crit, is a 7 piercing damage. And the crit is 6 piercing damage.
Yes. Oh, that's all you got. Hey, I was concerned.
It comes back and licks the end of the candy cane. Minty. And gives you like the crazy war face.
Okay. Gingerbread men normally do.
Yes, that they're known for. Right. Sooty, you're up next.
All right, so Sooty is now going to use guidance on her good friend Due Diligence. And just because I think she's still inside Due Diligence or Finbar. She's currently inside Finbar.
Oh, that's a phrase.
Like, you know how I said about those biology lessons? Apparently even Sooty doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, apparently no education will get done.
So yeah, she'll
education, yeah, how that is.
She'll just be there inside, like thinking the bird's like,
It's okay. You got this. The birds got this. We can do this.
like just in her little safe bubble of Due Diligence.
Now we have the birds and the bees.
Hey!
Yes.
We did it.
Done.
And now
Okay,
everything makes sense to Malene.
As you feel Sooty's guiding words from deep within you, what would you like to do?
Remind me first, what is guidance?
Oh, you get to add a d4 to your roll.
Oh, so it's so bless is
But
attacks.
it will
and
bless is,
throws.
bless is for attacks, and saving throws. Guidance is for skill checks.
Got it. Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, he's going to do that. All right. So, due diligence reaches to me, and he's got his robe, and he takes the patch, and the one arm becomes a trebuchet, and he tops the patch in the arm, and he casts catapult, and the patch becomes a dagger.
Okay.
As he tosses it at the child. Because due diligence.
Throwing knives at children. TPD's finest.
Yeah. So he does need to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. Let's have a look. Where's his stats gone?
And he's at DC 15.
That is a fail.
All right, he's going to take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Woo!
Because it doesn't matter what he throws, it takes the spell damage.
Nice. So chat has just requested that the catapult be called the Big Yeet, and I'm down for that. Petition to rename catapult Big Yeet.
Done.
This thing's empty.
You just got yoded, son. Like,
No.
So that's 14 bludgeoning damage.
Saw that down. 14 bludgeoning damage. Dang.
the yeetapults. Freaking yeetapults, man.
So the verbal component of catapult is yeet. As
Done.
Dew launches a dagger at this child, it sinks into its gingerbready flesh and just kind of just nicely just sits in there. And he just kind of goes. Is there anything else you would like to do?
How far away is he from me at this point?
He moved
Approximately.
closest, so I'd say within about 25 feet or so, 20, 25 feet.
Yeah, we'll back up another 10 to 20, 10, 15 feet. I'll back up a little
Okey-doke.
bit.
All right. Okay, so, 1 second. We'll bring us to the ginger zombie, who is, well, the closest person to it is unfortunately Sigurd, and it is a creature of instinct, so it shall turn and attack Sigurd. Now, unfortunately for Sigurd, this thing does not have a candy cane shift, so you're just going to get punched twice by gingerbread, or an attempt at anyway.
Those good cookie punches.
So one
That's
was in that
fortunate.
one, and the other is a 14.
Aha, no. 18 AC. Ah, no, you got to get better than that. You better borrow a shiv.
So it's just very soft biscuit punches. Just it's not quite hardened yet. It's still quite
Sort
squidgy,
of
so
trying
just-
to knead my face. Is that it? Trying to knead it?
I get it.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. It still brings to the top of the round, which is Maylene.
Okay, so how far away are each of these creatures in relation to Malene so she can do the math? She kind of stepped back a little bit, but
So you stepped back at the start. So I'd say they're within about 30, 35 feet to Maylene.
okay. And do either of them have good cookie cracks in them? It's good crumbly cookie cracks.
They don't look particularly cracked yet. The larger zombie looks a bit more worse for wear than the child zombie.
Well, we have the child zombie hexed, so we're in a relatively
Get it.
straight. So we'll
The
do
child
big-
zombie is missing a gun drop button.
It's time. We'll aim for the other gumdrop buttons.
Oh,
And 22 for the first.
dang,
Agonizing
that will hit.
Blast.
Mm-hmm.
And we will do 11 for that one.
Dang.
Let's see. The second one is a 12. We're going to use we'll use our Bardic Inspiration for that. No, that's 2. Can I use Bardic Inspiration and Bless? Because I'm blessed.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Oh no.
They're two separate.
That's fine. We'll roll hex damage. I'm still at 11. We're still at 11. So that's 14 damage, and when she'll use a free action to say, "Your cookies aren't even very good. You're terrible."
the little monster just turns to you. Oh man, that hurts my feelings.
Good.
Okay, do you want to move or anything like that?
I'm fine
right.
here. It's a good place.
Okay. Mo, you're up.
Okay. How are you feeling, Sigurd? A little beat up?
I'm not bad. I look at me. I'm healthy. I might be bleeding, but I got it. I got it.
All right. Well, just kind of in the vein of Malene's yelling at the baby ginger, I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery, and I'm gonna say, yeah, you don't scare me. I once convinced a pirate captain to sail his ship into a giant dock. He caved
what
under
pirate?
the peer pressure.
Oh, I get it. It's a joke.
Oh, these are
That one
so bad.
That one actually wounded me a little. I felt the vicious mockery.
Collateral damage has been struck.
I'm taking the damage. Okay, so what? We need a save on that one. That was a 19.
Yeah, it's a success. So, all right. So nothing happens because it's just a cantrip. So then, as my bonus action, I will inspire Suti, and I will say, it's so cool how druids have their own secret language. Thieves can't.
Oh,
Well done.
oh,
That's
that's so good.
I need your source after the game.
That was pretty good.
All right, that brings us to birds times 4.
All right,
have
yeah,
that
bird times
attack.
4. Ooh, that would be a 22 in total.
Ooh, that'll hit. Are we going after
4 damage.
Are we going after the tall
big-
zombie again?
Yeah, we're going after Big Z,
Big Z.
Biggie Z.
Okay. I was really quickly there trying to think of like a Jay-Z zombie Z pun, just wasn't coming to me. Is there anything that the birds would like to
It wasn't
do?
ZZ.
No, I guess they'll just keep pecking and eating away. Yeah.
All right. Sigurd, you're up.
All right, so it's time for this. We've got the spiritual weapon, the spatula. Ooh, does 18 hit?
18 does hit. Are we hitting the big zombie with that, or the
Yes,
child?
yes.
Big zombie with that
No,
one? Okay.
Big
yeah.
zombie. Okay, and then that gets it a 11 points of damage because it gets my my spell modifier to that.
Nice,
So,
nice.
and then I will attempt to smack it with my hammer.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Ooh,
Okay.
that'll do it.
And that's going to be, so there's 10, 11, 12 more points of damage to him.
Dang. Okay.
And take that! And take that! And take that!
As Sigurd lays into the taller gingerbread zombie, you can definitely see some cracks beginning to form now. Bits of the icing clothing have fallen off. The licorice hair is starting to look sparse. The birds are pecking away at it. It's not looking great, which will bring us back to the gingerbread baby, and it is going to stab Sigurd some more with its shiv. Oh, actually. No. It's going to stab you once, and then it's going to attempt to grapple you with its second attack. So...
I don't like where that's going.
For,
perfect fun.
for the first attack, that is like a 6. That's nothing. But I would need you to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Not a problem. Ouch! No! Ah! Oh no! There's a baby on me! Get it off! Get it off!
And it basically jumps up onto your head, and its little gingerbread arms are around your eyes. You guys just see the gingerbread baby like latched onto Sigurd's head like a delicious, delicious face hugger.
We always lose the dwarves.
This is where his chainmail starts to ride up, and you see that apple tattoo. Nah.
All right, Sophie, you are up.
All right. Well, if my deducting is correct, if you dip gingerbread, if you get a gingerbread wet, it gets soggy and pulls apart. So, I'm gonna use create water in a rain like 30 cube feet.
Nice.
Let's get these gingers soggy. Damn gingers.
This is where Suti's gonna end up with like a ginger like thing, like nice, yeah,
Very
moist. Some nice moist.
I'm gonna make an ASMR
moist
channel just
gingers.
I'll just be like,
Moist gingers. That's the episode title right there.
There it is.
Soggy, oozing,
Damn.
cyst. All right,
Cyst.
yeah, cyst just makes me think like uncomfortable things.
That's one way of putting it. Sure.
I don't know if I needed to roll for that per se.
No, you just make water, right?
Yeah, I think just like
Sploosh and whoosh there, bud.
Okay.
Fire
we call it
sprinklers,
that
come on.
one?
We'll do it that way. We'll do it. We'll call it fire sprinklers.
sploosh and whoosh.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
it's
good
making water.
So the gingerbreads get moist. We'll see how that plays out in further rounds of combat, but it seems to definitely have made some sort of effect. Their integrity is weakening somewhat as you look at their little feet, and they're starting to like sort of lose their shape as they're on the ground a little bit. So after that, it's up to Do.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Let's just go with chill touch at this point.
Which one are we after? Which one we chill touching?
We're after the little one.
Okay, the bab.
Yep. Oh, we're gonna throw a D4 on that.
Someone tempted me to Urban Dictionary soggy biscuit, and I hate my life.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, don't do that.
Listen,
Don't.
if someone says don't Google something, there's a 60% everything except for that one cup thing from a bunch of years ago. I still don't know I still haven't researched that one. That's
No.
the one I won't.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's 16, and we'll add the D4. And why is it not giving me the D4 roll? I don't know.
A 16 hits anyway. You're good.
Okay, so we won't do the D4 then. So 2D8 of necrotic damage. 7 necrotic. And he cannot
Nice.
regain hit points until the end of my next turn.
Mm-hmm. So the skeletal hand reaches out and grabs the tiny gingerbread child, and your head feels colder for a while, Sigurd.
I'm sure it does. I'm not noticing, but I'm sure it does.
The hand is just kind of picking off bits of the icing.
Yeah, just like flaking little bits off.
Yep.
Okay, so it is now the turn of the full-scale ginger zombie, and it's still going to try and punch Sigurd. But it's going to fail. Hey, I cannot roll. So, Sigurd,
And it
you
really
can't
has
see
it
what's
out for you,
happening.
Sigurd.
You can't see what's happening, but you can feel these
I
now
can
sort
feel
of
it.
doughy hands just kind of lightly punching you in the chest, not really doing anything.
Oh, that's my buddy again. All right, well, that's good.
All right. Meline.
So we're gonna Eldritch Blast the guy I still have hexed because it's important that I use throughout this hex.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens. Actually, do I have anything? Actually. Hold on. Let me just do it like, hold on. Nah. I wonder if I chill touched the soggy boy. Would I freeze the soggy boy?
Ooh, that's a good idea. You should do it, regardless. It's cool.
A
Chill
real
touch
soggy,
does the
squishy.
Chill touch
What was
does
that,
necrotic damage.
Yeah, it does necrotic.
Yeah, you need, what you need is frost ray of frost. That's what you need.
Hold on, do I have? Okay, I can do Ray of Frost.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, both of them are soggy, sooty through water, and both of them.
Yes, but isn't one? Well,
The bigger zombie appears to be like more affected.
I do have one hexed. Now we'll do the dampest one first.
Okay.
The dampness is important to me. So it's 22.
That'll do it.
All right, we'll do 2d8 of frost damage. So that is 15 cold attack to the soggy boy.
Okay.
That damp cookie. I just keep thinking, okay, you know when toddlers get like food and they like eat half of it, but then want to share it with you, and it starts to like the cookie starts to bend from just the sheer. Like I'm just imagining like.
Basically, this gingerbread man would not pass Mary Berry's soggy bottom test. This thing is the soggiest biscuit you've ever seen in your life.
Soggy.
And as it's
I
a soggy
don't
boy.
know what that is, but I'm highly interested.
They're soggy bottom boys.
The Soggy Bottom Boys. That was the name of my band in high school. Maylene, you cast your frost ray, and this thing is sort of, stooping over with how moist it is. But as you do it, it sort of freezes solid in a sort of bent position. For the time being, it's sort of weirdly leaning over Sigurd.
Can I?
Which I can't tell.
Which you can't
Can
see.
I can't
walk
see.
over to it and as a bonus action, just kind of like do like a kick with my heel, like a boss babe, like just kick it.
Sure.
I don't want to like. Just gonna kick it.
Yeah, I'll let this happen for like rule of cool. Just roll me like a general sort of like strength or dex attack. Probably dex.
Yeah, I think I have a higher dex. Actually, no points, just 3. Okay. I'm blessed, so
Yeah.
10. A 10 to kick.
Okay, you kick it, and a big crack appears. You get the feeling
Hell
now that
yeah.
this thing is incredibly vulnerable, and is probably going to just snap at a minute's notice.
And that is
So, all right, that's Mo. You're up.
Okay. I am going to run over to Sigurd and say, what did the cleric say to the ham? You're cured! And cast Cure Wounds.
Ah.
This is powerful.
They just get better and better.
So that will be a 14 points of healing for you.
Ooh. So, Sigurd, you feel the healing energies from Mo's very good joke seep into your body and fix the wrongs that these gingerbread people have done to you.
And you hear. Okay.
All right.
And
Is there
because I'm a goblin, and I just ran up close to that babby ginger, I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay. Okay. Which will bring us to birds times 4. Either Madame Gandalf is incredibly good at staying still or she froze. Oh my god.
Oh,
that
that
was
was
back.
still look. That was freaky, Madam Gandalf. That's all I gotta say. It was just the eyes were just the only thing that moved there for a second.
Oh, lordy.
That's good.
Oh, dear.
All right, so so it's the birds, right? Birds?
Yes.
Look at me. Yes. Okay. They got an 8 total because I rolled a 4.
Oh no. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. What happened is because Maylene froze over the zombie as it was sort of drooping, the birds have sort of lost their perception of where his head was, so they couldn't get it. But they're circling above, overhead, ready for the next round. Sigurd,
All right.
you are considered blinded right now because you
That's
have
all right.
a gingerbread baby on your face.
That's
But you
quite
do
all
still
right.
have
'Cause
control of your arms.
the spatula, which is going to go first, is going to attempt to pry it up off of my face. It gets a +6. And nope. Yeah, that didn't happen. So, I will drop my my hammer and shield, and will attempt to claw it off. I assume it'll just be a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
14. That probably didn't happen either.
Unfortunately not. This thing has glued itself to your face with icing. The bond's
Do
so
I
tight.
have to make a saving throw to resist the urge to eat it?
Do you know what? Yes.
It only seems right. I mean, I'm just
So
breathing in
roll me Roll me a wisdom save, seeing as it's like a
Okay,
willpower thing.
Yes, and that's right up my alley. Oh, maybe not. So I got a 9 there. So
Sigurd, this thing is
some
all up on your
crumbs get in my
face.
mouth.
As you take a breath in to try and free it from you, you accidentally inhale some crumbs and some icing, and this thing
it's
is
all downhill.
This thing tastes so good that you can't resist to just have a little nibble on its arms on your face, and you hear the gingerbread baby laugh as if it tickles.
Yeah.
But it is now the gingerbread baby's turn. And seeing as how you're grappled, he's going to attempt to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a 22.
Yeah, it
beat your
hits, I
AC.
think. Let me check. Hold on. Yeah, that hit.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I do have some bonus to that, so we'll see. So 3. Boom. Oh, that's not too bad. 18.
Okay. You feel the sugary, sweet powdered sugar begin to enter your bloodstream, but by sheer force of will, you repel it, and you are not yet a gingerbread zombie. The baby is still stuck to your face, though. However, so Sooty,
Yes.
you're up.
All right. Having got them nice and soggy, I will now try to blow them over with a gust of wind.
Okay. So, I believe that's like a dex save, right, to avoid being blown.
Strength
wind?
save.
Strength save. Yes,
Strength.
strength makes sense. Yeah.
Does the frozen cookie have a disadvantage?
Sure does. So let me roll for the frozen cookie.
Yeah.
The frozen cookie fails spectacularly and is blown over and shatters in the wind.
Ah,
Um,
that was a crummy situation.
There it is. Things just
however,
kind of fell apart for it there at the end. Okay, that wasn't as good.
it all came crumbling down.
That's better. There you go.
Because the other one is attached to Sigurd, I will have Sigurd roll a strength save too. See if Sigurd can keep his feet.
And that is how the cookie crumbles.
Oh no, I do not. I go tumbling down with my natural 1.
Sigurd eats
Oh,
shit as he goes down like a sack of potatoes. The gingerbread baby makes their save and manages to cling onto his head. Against all odds, they go down. Is there anything else you would like to do, Seti?
Sooty's gonna clean off her glasses to try and make a CSI joke at the end of the show.
All right, do you're up.
All right. Just say, Sooty, I don't think you want to get melee range. You need to hop up. And once Sooty hops out, Do is going to go rolling up to the damp one and is going to do shocking grasp.
Okay.
Now, that's another question. Is Cookie a conductor for electricity?
Well, the cookie's wet.
The cookie is wet is the thing. Cookies, I think ordinarily cookies are not conductors, but wet cookies definitely are. I'm a scientist.
That's a 25.
That'll do
25
it.
to hit.
25
Yes.
will hit.
So we're going to get 2d8 of electrical lightning damage. 10.
10. Okay.
Yep. I'll let you decide whether or not Sigrid gets any of that.
No, I'll be nice because this is
Aw, thanks.
But yeah, so
targeting.
yeah, The little cookie, yeah. That's the one that's left. So, yeah, he's tasting. It's time to taste the cookie.
Here's how we do it so Sigurd doesn't get zapped. He has a little piping of icing around his back shoulders that seems to connect as he does this with his hands in front. So it creates like a circuit around the outside. So there's like an exterior zap rather than an interior zap. And Sigurd is unzapped by the taser.
It could be my beard, though, too.
He cannot
the
take
beard is a good
Insulated.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah, since he can't take reactions, I'm backing back up again.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
All right. So, Marlene, you're up. The big zombie is dead. It's in pieces on the ground. The baby one is attached to Sigurd's head. It's just been tased by Dew, and they're on the ground.
We will do another shock. This one's hexed, so it'll be extra. I mean, not shocked. Ice. We'll do more of
nice.
the chill, the whatever, that one. The thing I did. The 19.
19 will hit.
Excellent. And there is my D8s. We'll do those 2. So that's 8 freezing, and we'll roll my hex damage for a whopping 1. That's 9 damage. 8 of it is very cold.
Nice. And Sigurd, you feel this now. Your head becomes ice cold as this thing's latched onto it. But you want to taste that. That's gingerbread ice cream right there.
Yeah. I'm not concerned about anything right now. Just like
You're like chewing through his wrists.
Yes.
All right, Mo, you're up.
I'm still standing right next to them, right?
Yeah, you disengaged though, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, since I'm right there, I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm trying to cut the gingerbread baby off of him.
okay. Roll your attack. You will have advantage as well because it's prone. Because it's attached to a prone Sigurd. You're blessed as well, so throw a d4 in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 6, 8, 9 plus 15.
15?
15.
Unfortunately, that is just 1 too short. But
I'm too short.
we'll say it doesn't do damage, but you do kind of prize away a little bit of space so Sigurd can at least breathe and doesn't suffocate to death.
That's true. I hadn't thought about that.
Neither had I until right now.
Right?
All right. So that will bring us to birds times 4. The birds.
Oh, the birds. Sorry, I forgot
The birds. Dead bees.
They got a 17 in total. Okay.
That hits. Why am I still talking like Sooty? It's the birds. Yeah, so I guess they 4.
4. Woo! They peck a little hole into the gingerbread baby. Sigurd.
All right. Let's see if this I'm starting to lose hope, and in the back of my brain, I realize that I got to get this thing off of me before I totally lose it. So the spatula, instead of trying to pry it off, just starts whacking me on my head. So
why are you hitting yourself?
Exactly. And that's all I really ended up doing. I'm sure is just hit myself. It like hit me in the back or something. Whack. And I will try again to peel it off with my strength. And I'm sure that doesn't do it either.
Okay, let's have
14.
So I rolled that as a contested check, and that is enough. You managed to slip a hand up underneath. With the gap created for you by Mo and the birds, you managed to just pry a hand up and flick the baby off your face.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna give myself a wisdom saving throw to see if I resist the urge to throw it away or eat it. No, I want to eat it. No, that's good. I don't want to eat it. Okay, good. I let it go. Yeah, I do want to get rid of it.
Okay, so as you pry up your face and resist the urge to eat this child, it lands on the ground, puts its hands up and says, I surrender. I'll tell you everything you want to know. Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
That
Inside check.
is where we will end the session for tonight.
Beautiful.
I guess these chips off
Nobody
the old block were no match for this tough cookie.
Oh.
Yeah!
Bravo.
Won't get
The Roomba comes out.
Oh,
He drops the
jeez.
Roomba. The Roomba starts cleaning up.
The Roomba
Right?
is out.
Or a very disgruntled, like janitor, just with a broom, always scowling.
It's Scruffy from Futurama. Anyways, so thank you for joining us once again for another wacky, fun-filled episode of Once Upon a Time. That was absolutely buck wild. But before we say goodnight, let's go around our cast and crew one more time. And we'll find out if you enjoyed yourself and where we can find you on the great wide interwebs. So, Origami, Shuriken, Alyssa, did you have a good time tonight? And where can we find you?
Absolutely. This was hilarious. And I'm glad I got to show off my goblin. He sort of evolved out of my lost mine of Fandelver home campaign when my players decided to roll for diplomacy instead of initiative. So I had to name him on the spot, and he's just kind of grown from there. So yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Origami Shuriken and read more about Mo and the rest of the Phandalin shorties, because the party is all halflings, goblins, and a gnome. And see my artwork of various player characters. So yeah. Just one S. I think it's got a double S on the screen, so there's just one S. But yeah,
It's all good.
I'll see you around. This was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Giant Stop, William, did you have a good time tonight? And where can we find you on the
Yes.
internet?
You can find me at Will. It's actually it's kind of embarrassing. It's will.dm on at Giant Stop on Twitter. And then I game a game on Twitter as well at Wicked Studios LLC. I run streams there, so if you like watching those, you can come over. And that's pretty much it, besides a long list of other things I won't get you bored about. But thank you. It was fun. I enjoyed the gingerbread. It was awesome.
It was great to have you. Thank you very much for playing. And our regular cast and crew. Bree, did you have fun tonight? Where can we find you on the internet?
I had a blast. I've missed you all. And thank you, Susanna, for educating me today on important Urban Dictionary terms. I will tweet about it later. I won't say what you taught me, but I will thank you for teaching me something.
Oh no.
That's important to know. Now you won't just throw that terminology around willy-nilly.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
no,
why
that's not
friendship is magic. You
Oh,
know?
good gracious God. But I'm all over the place. I play here, I play on Soul Bear RPG, and I play on the Greyhawk channel. My life's a little topsy-turvy right now, so I won't give you a big schedule of what is going on. But this Sunday, I will be playing on the Greyhawk channel on Return to Greyhawk, and it is my birthday. So if you want to hang out and spend some time with me on my 23rd birthday, we'll be on the Greyhawk channel at, 8:30 Eastern. So let's just, yeah.
Oh, happy birthday for Sunday.
Happy Thank you. I'm so excited. Becoming a
birthday.
grown up.
A grown up.
Yes. Because I'm not quite an adult yet. I'm a grown up.
All right, Madam Gandalf, did you have fun tonight? And where can we find you on the internet?
Oh, always. Anytime that I can create soggy biscuits on stream, it's just an absolute delight and pleasure. So thank you, Suzanne, for once again allowing me to live out my weirdest of fantasies in the most obscurest of ways. But yeah, my name's Adam Gandalf. I am a full-time streamer here on Twitch. You can catch me here playing D&D. You can catch me on Straticus playing D&D. You can catch me on Jack Lafear. But you could also catch D&D on my own stream, where we do a whole bunch of variety of things: D&D, cooking, singing, a variety of games. Yeah, come on by my Green Dragon Tavern and have a drink on me. I'll put the links in the chat, Maru.
All right. And Kat, Cleric of Court, did you have fun tonight? And where can we find you on the internet?
I always have fun on Thursdays here with you, Susanna, and it's nice to have Bree back. It's great to have Madam Gandalf back. We missed you guys a lot. Another great abdominal workout today. I'm going to have to invest in some waterproof eyeliner because I haven't laughed that hard in a week, I think. My name is Kat. I'm at Cleric of Cord. That's where you can find me on the Twitters. I have a pinned tweet at the top of my page where I'm at throughout the week, several different games. Usually on Thursdays, right after this game, we've been doing some low fantasy gaming, but we're taking the night off tonight. On Mondays, I'm back here at 2 p.m. Eastern playing Warhammer 40K as a sister of battle by the name of Stefania Grigori, who we finally found the heretics. Now she's looking to burn them out or behead them. It doesn't really matter. She just needs to kill some heretics. So
When
that's
in doubt,
me.
burn them out.
Exactly. I am definitely looking forward to not explaining the new rules next week to those who will join us. Guys, we have fun. This is a blast. Sign up. Go to the Discord. Sign up for the games. Come laugh with us.
All right. And as for myself, I am Susanna Grace, otherwise known as Susie. You can find me all over the internet at Susanna Grace. I am a variety streamer who does art streams, video games, and tabletop RPGs. You can find me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays on my own Twitch channel. Thursday, Fridays, you find me here. Tomorrow I'm playing Act on Cthulhu, which is the 2D20 Modiphius system of Act on Cthulhu. And on Sunday, you can find me on WebDM, where I play a vampire in the 80s. And like Kat, I have a pinned tweet on my Twitter with my full schedule on it. So make sure to head on over there to find wherever I am during the week. But that is it for tonight. Thank you all so much for watching it. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, we love you. But remember, try not to roll too many nat ones, because we want to be there laughing when you do. And we'll see you next week. Bye, folks.
Bye.